In the previous video, I showed the problems with locking the link lock. Now I will show how to fix the error. This is a faulty battery. We can tell by the color change during charging. By default, it should be red and will only change to green when fully charged. As you can see, here the light changes from red to green randomly. The first step is to remove the rubber cover from the back, which is glued on. Don't worry, it can be re-glued and holds firmly. This brings us to 6 screws. A special bit with a hole in the middle is required. I already had the 2 lower screws removed. That's why you only see 4 in the video. After removing the sheet metal cover, we can see the entire lock mechanism. Carefully lift the sheet with the motor and worm gear so as not to tear the thin wires that lead to the circuit board. Then remove the rubber stop at the end of the closing clamp. Carefully remove the caliper. This brings us to the printed circuit board, which is attached with 3 small screws. We unscrew them with the help of a small Phillips screwdriver. At the end, we have 2 large, 4 medium, and 3 small screws unscrewed. Carefully slide out the printed circuit board so as not to break any of the 3 pairs of wires, to the motor, to the battery, and to the speaker. The battery is located under the electronics board and can be glued. Carefully peel it off and take it out. Watch out for silicone guide rollers that are loosely fitted and have a tendency to fall out. However, they can easily be put back in again. As you can see, the battery is swollen. I decided to solder the new one to the original wires, but it is also possible to solder to the board. Attention! When cutting the battery, first cut one wire and then the other to avoid shorting the battery. You can see the difference on the new battery compared to the original one. I solder one end first, strip and solder the other end. I didn't have heat shrink tubing, so I insulated with tape. Of course, we soldered the same colored ends together. I used a battery with a capacity of 1200 milliampere hours. The original was 700 milliampere hours. We insert the new battery in the place where it fits exactly. Align the wires under the electronics and fasten with 3 screws. We insert the caliper, the rubber end. We check the silicone guide rollers. Close the lid with the motor. Everything must go without violence, smoothly, and fit perfectly. Just screw on the back cover and return the rubber pad and you're done. Now you see a successful and seamless lock. Also, when charging, everything is fine. Sorry for the shaky shots, I filmed handheld. As a bonus, I am attaching a close-up of the original battery.